On the last episode of the Family Chantel, everything exploded and in question, will there be a wedding between Royal and Negrette? Will they be able to fix things in time for a wedding? That is the question that we have now. Hey you guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel, and let me tell you, I will be reviewing the Family Chantel, and the last thing it left off, we're still at the meeting and we're still discussing things that is happening at this meeting, and we're coming to a closing. And Pedro think that Royal and Negrette should not be focusing on a wedding. They should be focused on fixing the problems before having a second wedding. And I agree with you, Pedro. I think they should fix the problems as well before focusing on a second wedding. And Karen is coming up with her crazy sayings, saying Mary Poppins because they can get the stepping, and I'm like, OMG. I'm sorry, what is Karen saying? I'm sorry. She cracks me up every time with these sayings, yo. I'm like, what does one gotta do with the other, and what the hell does this mean? As Thomas, her loving husband, just supports her in silence. I'm like, you have to love Karen's husband. I actually like him. I think Karen's husband is cool to me. That's the vibe he gives off on the TV. He just seems like a cool, mellow dude. That's all I'm saying. Karen feels some kind of way. She feels like she don't want to go to the wedding, and Negrette ambushes her like she did her son. And at the end of the day, Negrette feel like she cannot talk in front of her family because they would judge her. And Pedro expresses that Chantel family is fake because they one way with Negrette and then they another way when she is not there. At the end of the day, they should be honest all the way through. I believe in honesty, but is there a time in life that you should withhold honesty? That everything is not meant to be said? I feel like if something is causing problems, honesty should come to surface. We don't have to say everything that comes in our head, and we see somebody moving a certain kind of way, but we can just observe and take note of it. That's it. Okay? And Pedro actually feel like Negrette family is making his family look like the good people in the spotlight. Yeah. Yes, Pedro. Yes, Pedro. Negrette making your family look good some kind. Because Nicole is bringing the family down. I'm sorry. Nicole bringing the family down with her crazy behavior. But whatever. And once again, Royal apologized to everybody and felt like there's a misunderstanding on both parts. And I feel like the misunderstanding is from Negrette and Royal because they're not being fully honest with everybody. To me, this meeting was a waste of time. Because we really didn't get nothing out of it. But we were just going in circles to me. Don't ever invite me into a meeting and there's nothing accomplished because I have ADD. I won't stay focused. I'm like, why are we here? What we talking about? Every 5 seconds, why we here? What we talking about? I'm sorry. Please don't invite me to no meeting like that. Cause it would be terrible. OMG. I am the worst with that. You have Nicole straighten up her friend's villa or whatever. Like, just doing light work. You know what I'm saying? And there's a knock on the door. It's Alejandro with red roses. The roses was beautiful. It was beautiful. And she accepts it, and then she said it's her bad. She should have never exploded like that. And thank you for the flowers and all this. and she's willing to take Alejandro back. I feel like Nicole is setting a bad example to me. Because somebody you feel done you wrong, you take them back easily with gifts. And that's not me. If somebody did you wrong, they have to work towards improve that their behavior have changed in a good way, and they're not just putting on a front for a few minutes, seconds, months, hours, and then they go back, falling back into their old behavior. To me, that's unacceptable. But I definitely would have took the gift. Yes, I would have accepted the gift and said thank you. But we got to work toward this, boo-boo. It's no getting back together that easily. No. I mean, I believe in working it out, but you have to prove yourself, okay, to deem worthy to get back together. All right now. Nicole brings up her mother, and Alejandro look like he's getting annoyed because Nicole want him to meet her mother once again, and he look like he really don't want to do it, but he gonna do it because it's Nicole. That's it. Get it out the way. Let's get this done. Okay? Let me tell you something. We're in Manila, and it's the last day for the family. And the family is sad about it, but actually excited about it because they definitely want to meet Negrette's family. And Negrette is worried is that the Chantel family is going to pull their antics on her family. And she really don't want that. She don't want none of that with her family. From Manila to her family house, it is a 14-hour drive in the car. I be like, oh, hell no. I'm not doing a 14-hour drive in the car with everybody. Okay? And River actually wished Roy and Negrette had their own car. Because he tired of them too. He actually would be separate with her, and he tired of the drama as well. He like, I wish they had their own car, child. There is nothing like being stuck in a car with somebody you are annoyed with for 14 hours. That is a little bit too much. Too much. So, Chantel actually reveals in the van that the person indeed that was contacting her uncle is Negrette's mother. They know this for a fact, and they changed their name. Okay? They changed their name. I don't know who is keeping track of this. I don't know if the producers is keeping track of this, and they telling the cast members all this information. That's why everybody is like lost in the sauce. And Karen is what her antics again. Well, all he's saying tricks are for kids. And that's actually a good cereal if you have not eaten that cereal back in the day. Okay? Yes, I used to eat that cereal. Okay? And she feel like Negrette family is out to extort her family. I don't know where she get extortion from. Have anybody online actually mentioned money? And they have not mentioned money for services, or they saying they have any information on the family. I think that's a lot. Extortion is a lot. But they probably do want somebody to help them out. And once again, Thomas, being a good husband he is just being supportive and just listening. Oh, Thomas. Oh, Thomas. Okay, Negrette is actually teaching River and Winter how to greet people. This would not apply to me. Because they talking about putting somebody's hand to your face, and I would not do that. I don't care how they greet it in your place, town, whatever village. Especially when there's a pandemic going on, nobody's hand will be going to my face. I'm sorry. You can keep your hand to yourself, and I greet you from a distance by saying hello and taking a bow. I think that is the Japanese way, but still, I will bow to you and say hello before I put your head to my face. Yeah. I like, keep your head out of my face, please. Keep your head out of your face. I don't want to put nobody hand on my face. Like, what is that? And I like, this is why people is sick.
Okay, which app do you want to use?
Oh, no. I don't know why. So, the whole family endured the 14-hour drive. And they actually get to Negrette's family and they are greeted. And let me tell you, Negrette family cooked, okay? It was a whole lot of food. Some of that stuff, I didn't know what it was. But the rice did look good. I would have ate the rice. You can't go wrong with rice, or can you go wrong with rice? I like, the only thing you can go wrong with rice is it burnt or is it old? I don't know. I like, you should be okay with rice. They had all kind of food stuff I didn't know. And when they get there, Chantel was like, their house reminds her of Pedro's grandmother's house. I guess more and intimate, you know. Like, everybody is together. It's really like no space and stuff like that. That's what I'm getting from it. I don't really know what she meant by that. And Pedro feel like he's at home. He feel like he's at Dominican Republic and stuff like that. And he actually eats the food. And he actually likes it. Pedro likes the food. And the mother, Karen, only eat grapes. I like she only eat grapes. I hope they wash the grapes off, because the grapes didn't look washed to me. I'm sorry. It didn't look washed. I'm just saying. I could be wrong, okay? They probably did wash it and it still looked like that. I don't know. But for me, I need to see, like some, I would have washed it off to make sure that the grapes was washed. So, like, Negrette family actually give their opinions of the family. And what did the mother say? She said, I'm talking about Negrette mother, Luna. Luna was like, somebody was handsome. And that made me think that it went back to that account who changed their name, that she was trying to contact Rustin when she made that statement. Do anybody remember that statement that she made? She said somebody was handsome or good looking. She thought they was good looking. The father actually thinks the Chantel family think they're better than them because Karen came with a lot of gifts for them. And, and the gift kept on giving because she wouldn't stop with the gift. I like, if somebody giving you a gift, just say thank you. And I like, that is the American way. You can't go to somebody's house and go empty-handed. That was how I was brought up. When you go to somebody's house, you bring something to the house. You don't visit people empty-handed. That's how I was raised, okay? So I don't think it's better on being better than somebody. That might be the American culture, and that's how Negrette mother feel. Like, that's probably the American way. That's why she brought all those gifts. And to me, the mother looked like she was grateful because she got mad gifts and stuff. But the way Karen was giving out the gifts was funny to me. It was hilarious. And Negrette's siblings actually revealed that they want Negrette to be in America so she could take care of them back at home. And it's like the same thing with Pedro. Okay, I think Pedro family wanted Pedro to marry an American so they could take care of them back home. And I think since it didn't work out that way, you're going to see later on, it look like people is getting jobs on this show. I like, this stuff is just coming out of left field, okay? And Pedro believed that Chantel family is fake because they say one thing and they do another. And it's coming off fake to them. And Chantel explained that they don't want to do that because they don't want to put a sour taste in Negrette's family's mouth. And they just meeting them for the first time. Let me tell you, if you are who you are, you're going to be who you are no matter who you are around and what culture you are around. I know about respecting other people's culture, but you can never hide who you truly are. Because let me tell you, it's going to come out. If you're a loud person, you're going to be loud around different cultures, okay? And they're going to be looking at you like you crazy, okay? That's my problem. People tell me that when I talk, I seem like I'm loud. I talk like that with anybody. Whether you white, black, Hispanic. That's how I always come off, okay? That is what people's perception of me. That I always talk like I'm loud. OMG. And to my reality, I think it's my normal tone. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You can never hide your authenticity, okay, with anybody. So, is it being fake when you meet somebody and you don't want to be to yourself, or you just controlling yourself? I don't know if I'm saying that question right. Oh my God. I'm trying to ask a question, but it's coming off crazy. Is it fake that you being polite to somebody you just first met? How about that? Does that question sound better? I think it sounds better. Ugh. So, they ask you questions and stuff like that. And I think it's very nice of Karen to learn foreign people languages so she could better communicate with people. I tried, but it wouldn't work. Because my memory, is just trash. My memory is trash. I'm like, yay! We finally get to see what Nicole mother does. Linda, yay! I'm like, what the hell does this lady do? And it comes that she works at a law office with her other colleagues. But I'm still confused. I'm like, are we a lawyer or are we a secretary? Because the way they was putting those papers on her desk, it seemed like secretary, or she could be a paralegal. I'm not sure. But a lawyer is she? Because she never said, I'm a lawyer. She just said, I work in a law office. But what is your title, baby? Because I don't know what it is. Because the way things are set up, you look like you're an assistant. And I don't see no law degrees with your name on the wall. Even though people probably can fake that. People can fake anything, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. I don't see no law degrees on the wall. Where are the law degrees? So I'm assuming she's a assistant or paralegal. Either one. And you see Linda with her colleagues sitting outside. And they giving their opinion on the Nicole and Alejandro situation. And she's getting their feedback and going to keep an open mind about it. And I'm like, Nicole and Alejandro. I'm tired of talking about them. I am. I'm tired of talking about Nicole and Alejandro. It's the same old thing. Like, can we move on to the next, or something new gonna happen? I'm tired of talking about them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord. So we comes to the meeting that Alejandro and Nicole is meeting the mother, and they finally spilled the beans. I don't know why they dragged this out so long. And I'm like, if Nicole mother wanted to, since she worked in a law office, she could have got everything on Alejandro. Everything. If you work in a law office, they have resources for that, to find out about everybody. You know what I'm saying? I be like, you better use your resources, girl. Find out, child. Let me know what happened. What's this in the background? You can look through my background. I don't give a damn. Shit. You might find some things. You might not find no things. You might be surprised. You might be surprised about my background. Lord have mercy. Well, that's for another day. And Lydia actually is surprised at Nicole. Why would you want to go down the same road that I went down? You repeating the same cycles, child. Yeah, she really disappointed, but what can you say with Nicole? Nicole is like, ugh. Help me, Jesus. Help me with her. Lord, help me, Jesus. I said, I know Nicole is grown. She's 25, I believe, or 23. I don't know. She's somewhere in her 20s. Child, more mature life than what it need to be. And I think Nicole needs to slow her roll and enjoy her life at this point. Because it's so much to do out there in this world. And you haven't really accomplished anything that much. And instead of focus on one man, you need to focus on other things. Accomplish. Build an empire. Not saying that you cannot do it with a man. You could do it with a man. But I think she needs to establish herself first. Instead of putting all her attentions on Alejandro. Like, girl, please. Invest in yourself, child. Invest in yourself, child. Lord have mercy. Somebody help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord. I'm like, invest in yourself, girl. But she want to be focused on a man outside. She want to be focused on a man. Not saying that you can't do it without a man. You can do it with a man. We back at the Philippines, and Negrete is sitting at the table, and Chantel come down to have a conversation and ask Negrete, why did you lie about the person in question being your mom? And Negrete was like, why you didn't ask my mom? Why you didn't ask my mom? You was there. You should have asked her. I like, Negrete do have a good question. I like, y'all was in front of the mother. Why y'all didn't just ask her that? I like, I know I would have. I would have said it in English, and I would have had somebody translate it. I was like, are you this person? I would have been polite about it. I would have been definitely polite about it, but I definitely would have asked her. I was like, are you the person trying to contact my baby brother? And what is the purpose of that? Like, no. When it comes to my family, we going to get down to the problem, okay? So the problem can be resolved and nothing is floating in the air, leaving doubt. If you had the source in front of you, it would have been good to ask the question. And I'm like, when they're great, you should have asked the mother. And I guess they probably didn't want to do it, but I would have did it. Shoot. They could be messy any other time, but when they get in the front of the great parents, they don't want to be messy. Child, please. When you're messy, you're going to be messy all over the goddamn place, no matter where you at, child. And Chantel expressed her feelings. She like, I don't trust you, and she feel like she's no good for her brother. And I'm beginning to feel some kind of way with Negrete. I feel like when she don't get her way, or she's stuck in a question that she cannot answer or get her way out, she break down and cry so people can have pity on her and she can get people on her side. That's what I get from Negrete. I could be wrong, but what do you think about that? To me, Royal and Negrete are both troublemakers, okay? And they don't know how to keep their mouth quiet and keep their troubles between them and go blabbing it over the goddamn place, child. I know you want to talk about your problems, but talking to the right person that can solve your problem. If you don't want your problem solved, please don't tell me about it. I don't want to hear it. Keep it to yourself, because I'm tired going back with all this drama. Like he say, she say crap. Like we in high school, okay? High school kids do he say, she say, or junior high school children too. Elementary too. As an adult, we should have risen above that, and we should be doing better. Because we have learned during our ages as we grew up, okay? So, we have the wedding in 2 days. Will it be a messy wedding, or will they call the wedding off? That is really the question, okay? I said everybody needs Jesus, child. Everybody is just crazy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And stay safe out there. And have a good day. Thank you.